right, Coach. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming!
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to... up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
Go. Rip right.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection of his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looks pretty good until the finish. Throwing now is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He may try to run for this. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Returnable for Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
52. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Kill.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
I know you feel that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
Now it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Check, 53's Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you.
On first down, Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Spot that. Number 53, Mike 53. That's right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got him.
Now a carry for Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Back man. 180. Black. Come on.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz forced out to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Oh, yeah!
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Man 5-7. Go.
Now Wentz.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Here we go. Here we go.
A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football. They've all been going together as one unit down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first is Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Go. 120.
Mike 50, huh? Here we go, D. Here I come.
Wentz now on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
82.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Wentz going to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch run.
Wentz to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Get him.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You better bring it. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll buy some time right. He's going to... It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Took right.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, defense. Oh, pick it up, D.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Mike 52. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On first down, Carson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Touch 50.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
They run again with Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Got it.
On third down, it's Carson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Sanders. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively, play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
20!
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Stat. SOS, SOS. Great 15, great 15. What's up?
From the 24, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
On second and 12, Wentz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You don't want none back.
Here's Wentz to throw. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, baby.
Alshon Jeffrey. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they started to execute it, and they started to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
53's the mic.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Mike, 53, Mike.
On first down, Wilson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
52.
We own them. 14.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Yeah, baby.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They run it with Carson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a... And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
53's the mark.
On third down, Wilson.
It's our field.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Give me some. Give me some.
Space to maneuver at the 40.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They have the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Final score now from Atlanta. And that one goes the way of the Saints. A win would be their second on the young season. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Buzz.
Wentz to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down.
54. Mike.
Hey, Bus. 81.
Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Waiting.
Mike 50. I'm coming.
Kill.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, Offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.